what's going on? It's Medic. And on this channel, we're going to discuss everything law enforcement motorcycle club related. And on this episode, hanging around and prospecting for an MC. So before we get started on this episode, I'd like to thank the Punishers Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club for their invite over the weekend. They had a brand new chapter starting up. A bunch of guys got patched in. Man, it was a good time. They must have had 100, 150 people there. They had several different clubs there, from the Nom Knights to this nice little riding club called the Piston Frogs, who were doing the food for them. And by the way, the sausage was the shit. Good job, guys. I appreciate the invite. Now let's get down to business. So if you saw my last video, then you know how much time you have to dedicate and you know what type you're gonna join. Now the next step is hanging around. A lot of people like to rush this step, but this is the most important step in joining a law enforcement motorcycle club, or any other type of club for that matter. Doesn't matter if you're a dominant club or just a riding club. Hang around with them first. Make sure that that club's for you. Like I said, it takes a lot of time and work. So make sure this club is for you, you know? Also, you wanna ride with them. You know, a lot of people miss that step. As you're hanging around, they're gonna go places. Hey, we're gonna go for a ride. You wanna go? Yeah, you wanna go for a ride with them. And why? Because they could ride side by side, 100 mile an hour, and you're just like, man, that ain't me. Or they could ride stagger and just do the speed limit. And you're like, that ain't me either. How you gonna know unless you don't go? So go. Go hang out with them, all right? Also, if they have a clubhouse, go to their clubhouse. Check them out, sit and listen. Introduce yourself to people. That's how you're gonna know little tidbits of what this club is about. You know, how do they treat their regular members? How do they treat their wives? How do they treat other people when they come in the club? Are they standoffish to them, or do they greet everybody that comes in and they're very friendly? Do they have security at the door? If they're an MC, most likely they're gonna, how did the security treat you? Like, bow up to you? Or were they like, hey, look, this is what we gotta do to keep our club safe? You know, you're gonna find all that out during the hang around period. So hang out, man. 3, 6, some clubs require you to hang out for a year before they even ask you. So the hang around portion is very, very important. So please, hang around, do yourself that justice and hang around, all right? You're also gonna know what's expected of you. Hang around. I know I said it a bunch of times, but if you don't, you're just gonna fool yourself. Okay, so now it's work time. It's time to prospect. What's gonna happen is they're gonna come to you with some officers and probably another RM. RM stands for regular members, for those of you that don't know. And they're gonna sit you down and they're gonna have you sign all kinds of papers. You're gonna sign a social media clause, probably a dress code contract, you know, and they're also gonna give you a bylaws. Here's the key. If they do not give you bylaws when you first sign, don't sign. Always must have the bylaws, okay? How else are you gonna know what's expected of you if you don't know the club's bylaws? How to stick up for yourself or stick up for others or teach others if you don't have the bylaws? Make sure you have your bylaws on signing day, okay? That's the first thing you need to have. So now you've signed, you got all your papers, you paid your money, you got your patches. When you sit down, that regular member, he's probably gonna be your sponsor. So the sponsor is gonna be your big daddy. He's gonna be your brother. He's gonna become your best friend. So when I was in the club, my sponsor, I talked to him every day. Every single day I had to call him or I had to text him. I had to be in contact with him every day. If I didn't, then he would come to my house and wanna know what was going on. By the end of the day, he was like, hey man, where you at? I haven't heard from you, you know? Also, what your sponsor is gonna want you to do, he's gonna want you to go riding with him every week, at the minimum, once a week. Have to go riding, because he's gonna teach you how to ride side by side. I know, you're saying to yourself, I already know how to do that. Well, I can tell you this, I've ridden with a lot of people that say they know how to do it, but they don't. You're getting up on them, and next thing you know, he's drifting back and he rides like this. Formation is very important in an MC. LEMC or just a riding club. Formation is very, very important. And your sponsor is going to teach you all that. Okay? So now you got your bylaws, You got your sponsor, your job description. That's exactly what your sponsor is going to do. He's going to point out things you need to be doing. Hey, let's make sure we get that table cleaned up. Hey, can we take out the trash? Hey, can you get bathroom duties? We had a clubhouse. So there's all these things in running the clubhouses that RMs, officers and probates, that's what they do. Mostly the probates. We'll take care of that clubhouse, make that baby look spit shining. So you got all that done. Now, also as a probate, you will probably guard the president. I know when I was president, we always had our probates come to the house and meet me and ride me down to the clubhouse. Ride me out to the event we were going to. President never goes anywhere alone. He's always got somebody. It's either a probate or the sergeant of arms, okay? So that'll be another one of your choices you're gonna do. Now, during this point in your prospect period, the members are really, really gonna be watching you, okay? They're gonna see how much you want to be in this club, So whatever you do, make sure you're the first at everything. When I was a probate, me and this other gentleman, we made a competition at everything. And man, I'll tell you this, probating will be the best time you have in the club. I'm dead serious. It will be the best time you have in the club. So anyways, me and this other brother, we probated and we made everything a competition. We get an officer say, hey man, we need that trash change, man. We would run, we would wrestle to change the trash. We would bust our butt to go get the first beer, take care of things. When they say, hey, probate, man, we were both like, yeah, what you need? We wanted to prove to them that this is what we wanted. We definitely loved the brotherhood that we saw that these guys had, and we wanted it. So always be first. Hey, we're meeting tomorrow. Kickstands up at 7, be there at 6. You know what I mean? Clubhouse is gonna open at 7 p.m., be there at 5:30. Get all the tables ready, get the floor swept out, man, make that baby look good. Can't have a dirty bathroom. Girls don't like dirty bathrooms. So make sure you clean that bathroom. Also, after you're done probating, now the club decides, yeah, we want him to vote him in. We're gonna vote this guy in. We really, really like this guy. And you've only been probating a month. They come to you, hey, we're gonna give you your patches. They come to you in a month. They're not your brothers. I'm telling you right now, they are not your brothers. They're only doing it for 2 reasons. The money and the numbers. Okay, the money and the numbers. They are not your brother. They didn't teach you anything. They did you no justice at all about being in an LEMC. The motorcycle community is a big community out there. They give more to charity than anybody else, but they got their own rules. In a month's time, you can't learn them. Sponsor's gonna teach you a lot of stuff, but he'll never teach you in a month. So if that club is like, hey, we're gonna patch you in a month, really think hard about where you're in. Because man, that ain't cool. Not no month. All right? Also, as a probate, don't be hitting on other people's old ladies, especially from another club. Man, don't do that. Because now you just made your club look bad. If they come and talk to you, that's fine. That's great. You can talk to them. Don't be giving out numbers. Don't be asking to hit them up on Facebook. Because the next thing you know, you're going to have a big event, and that club is going to do nothing but talk bad about you. I ain't going over there. What do they think they are? They try to hit on my old lady and all that, man. Well, now they ain't supporting you. You ain't supporting them. And guess what? They're going to spread that rumor. There'll be no support anywhere. So make sure whenever you're talking to old ladies, people's wives, girlfriends, just be real respectful and don't hit on them. That's a big no-no. Okay, that'll actually get you kicked out of the club. All right? The biggest thing you can do as a probate is just kind of keep your mouth shut, kick back, see what's going on, and handle it. Handle your business. Remember, you're a man first, though. So if they want you to pick up some dog shit, I wouldn't make none of my probates do that. You know what I mean? So that's just a little advice about hanging around and probating for an LEMC. All right? So also, listen, if you have a brother that just got patched in and you want, send me an email at mediclemc@gmail.com. Send me the little bio, send a picture of him, and I'll put him up on next week's video, all right? Let's support these brothers. Let's let them know, hey, we're with you. Hey, by the way, also, much love for the subscribers. I appreciate that. Hit me up on Instagram at Medic LEMC. All right? And, on the comments, pound Medic and let me know what you think. What happened to you when you were a probate? Tell me some funny stuff. Tell me some bad stuff. Tell me what you think maybe I'm doing wrong. Appreciate that too. All right, well, till next week, we'll see you. Much love. Peace.